Hello YouTube. If you're watching this video, I assume it's because you are looking to purchase or have already purchased one of our wireless charging back covers for the Lumia 640XL. This video is here to help give any further clarification to exactly the process of installing the back cover. It's meant as a supplement to the included instructions, and also may help ease any of your fears as to how this may install. So I'm going to bring out a wireless cover that has been recently created and tested. This is almost identical to what you will be receiving or have received. As you can see, the package will come it'll come essentially in something like this. Underneath here is your wireless charging receiver, and then here are the wires that you'll be installing into the phone. These covers are not Microsoft covers, although they do say these are the knockoffs from China. It's apparently impossible to find one that isn't a knockoff unless you go take it off of a broken 640XL. So this is the best that's available out there to your average person. I'm going to go ahead and bring out a 640XL I use for testing. I have blocked off the IMEI number just as a precaution. On this particular phone, I have also pre-taped above the pins. You want to do this so that if one of these, to prevent any of these bare wires from touching the metal here. I haven't seen any issues where the wire touching the bare metal has caused a short, but better to play it safe than sorry. So let's just get right down to it. You'll notice the battery is out. You'll want to go ahead and take that out first. It's just a safety precaution. So we'll go ahead and get started. So if you follow the instructions, you will know that the orange pin goes to the orange wire goes to the farthest pin here, and you may want to have a pair of needle nose pliers on hand, as it can make the installation go a little bit easier. Some of these wires are they're quite small, and if you have big fingers or have trouble with getting them put into place, the needle nose can greatly assist in that. You'll notice how these are going in as I'm not pushing them straight in, they're going in at an angle. That's because those pins down there recess in and allow the wires to simply just slide on by. You don't want to get the wires twisted either. You want to avoid that. So if you twist them up like that, that's no good. They are going to have to cross over each other once, but anytime you can avoid any additional thickness is a plus here, because the thickness is your enemy. So blue wire goes there, and then last but not least, our brown wire. Go ahead and give them a little squeeze down. This point is double check. We should have orange at the top, followed by green, followed by blue, followed by brown. And I don't think there's any looseness there. Let us go ahead and pop in our battery. And this is probably the most tricky part of the installation. I wouldn't say tricky, but what you want to do is you want to gently lay the phone in against the side there, and notice these wires down here generally compress down just fine. These over here tend to have, sometimes they'll get in the way of the camera. You want to kind of just help them out there. And a little squish. See, those have, oops, see now. So you gotta be careful of. See that pin, that blue went ahead and squished down on itself. So went ahead and squished down and pulled itself out. So let's go ahead and put it back in. And so that's about the only issue you'll see. And I found that if you just kind of help it along as you're putting it in, you'll tend to have less issues later. And I generally squeeze this in where the power button and volume rocker are first, and then work my way around the outside of the phone. There we go. And we're all popped in. I haven't pushed the power button. You'll notice my hand's over here. The other hand is away. I'm going to bring in a wireless charger. This is one of the Nokia wireless chargers. I trust the Nokia ones, as you know, this phone is not originated, but a lot of these phones are based off of a Nokia design. I don't know if this one specifically is or not. But I haven't had any issues with the Nokia wireless chargers. So let's go ahead and put it on there and see if we get it. Oops, sorry, get my hand away there so you can see I'm not pushing any power buttons. Let's go ahead and drop it on. There you go. So you may have to give it a try or two to get it, make sure the wires hold in there. But eventually it will make a connection and fire on up. And as I hope you can see, we are charging. And we'll give it a couple of seconds here. Now, I don't know if you initially noticed, but the wireless charging pad is, instead of in the center of the phone, is actually slightly to the left of the phone. So it's essentially back over here. That was because of the location of the pins. I had to move the pad slightly to the left, which means that when you have it on the wireless charger, you will need to, instead of perhaps having it straight on, you will need to move it to the right ever so slightly. And I found that the vertical wireless charging stands, once I charge it like that, tend to work a lot better. So now we're not charging, and now we are charging. So that's essentially the gist of it. If you have any further questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me on my eBay page. Good luck and happy bidding.